Liars, thieves, murderers, they all gonna be judged by the Most High God. Sure enough, they sure is. All these lies they telling on other people when they know it's them. You better get your life in order. Stop telling lies on me. I'm telling you, you're going to pay for it. You think I'm one of you, but I'm not. You're going to pay for what you've done to me. I'm not one of you. The Most High is going to make you pay.
It's like, oh, they're turning on each other. Oh my Lord, they're turning on each other now. Okay, you can't be blamed because you're over here, you're not talking to them. So they can't blame you for any of this. Okay.
No, they can't blame me. I didn't even know nothing about it till when somebody started acting funny. And then everybody was acting funny. Then I started putting two and two together as I done my research and found out.
Over here, you are minding your business. You ain't even looking in their direction. It's like you got nothing to do with this.
I sure don't. When I found out there was a bunch of church hypocrites, I had to go. After I was told to leave, then I left really for good. On my own. And the reason I was told to leave was a lie. A big ass lie from that pastor.
Over here, you are minding your business. You ain't even looking in their direction. It's like you got nothing to do with this. They're all fighting amongst themselves. They're all blaming each other. They're all pointing the finger at each other. Oh, that's why there's so many here. They're all pointing the fingers at each other, but the one who started it is getting exposed. Someone else's, well, no, that's what so-and-so said. And then that one blames the other one and goes, no, well, I heard that from so-and-so. No, well, I heard that from so-and-so. They're all blaming each other here. Oh, yeah. Who is turning people against you? Who is trying to turn people against you? Is being exposed. Family, turning your family against you. So the person who is trying to turn the family against you is being exposed. Ooh. Seems like they tried turning everyone against you. Seems like they tried turning everyone against you. All your relationships. Out of envy. Well, this is, could come quite as a shock to you. Who is doing this? Person right there. Person right there. Well, this is, could come quite as a shock to you. This person right there. It could be a jealous spouse or a jealous, they're being exposed. They've been chit-chatting to each other. They've been talking to one another. Going back and forth, talking to one another. And the person who they've been talking to is exposing them. This one been talking to this one. This one's exposing this one. Shocking. Oh, because they had a fight. They're exposing their lies. Oh my God. So you're over here minding your own business. You ain't involved. Look at them all yik-yak in here. So someone in your family, this is for somebody's read. Someone in your family tried turning the family against you. And the person that they were confiding in, or the person that they were doing the talking to, who started this whole thing, is being exposed. And so someone in your family, this is for somebody's read. Someone in your family tried turning the family against you. And the person that they were confiding in, or the person that they were doing the talking to, who started this whole thing, is being exposed. And yeah, there are going to be some hurt feelings here, let me tell you.
You can't be no more hurt than I've been hurt. It's impossible. It's impossible to be hurt any more than I've been hurt. And the Most High saw it all. You hurted an innocent person that had nothing to do with your mess. I gave you the truth and you didn't want it. That's the bottom line. God said, shake the dust off your feet. They don't want the truth. You go ahead. That's their problem. You gave it to them and they rejected it. So the Lord will reject you. Since you know every damn thing, nobody can't teach you nothing because you know everything. Jonah ain't nothing but a faggot and a liar. According to y'all sorry asses. Y'all some sorry ass people.
Someone in your family, this is for somebody's read. Someone in your family tried turning the family against you. And the person that they were confiding in, or the person that they were doing the talking to, who started this whole thing, is being exposed. And someone is exposing them for the lies that they told. Oh my God. Yeah, there are going to be some hurt feelings here, let me tell you. Jeez. It's almost like they've been trying to blame you for everything. This could be a Scorpio. talking to like an earth sign. Oh, they're turning on each other. Turning on each other now. All this gossip has caused all this damage, all this harm. And guess what? You were innocent.
They done this for decades. They stole all my money long time ago. This has been going on long time now. Years. So I had to depend on my mother to buy everything for me because they stole every damn thing I worked for when I had to go out on retirement for disability. Yes, that's what they done. The church done this because they didn't want no real truth taught. They think that homosexuality is a sin and they're gay, so they had to hide their homosexuality. Truth is, homosexuality isn't a sin, even though the church preaches that it is. They don't tell the whole truth about it. They give you half of a truth and part lies.
So all this gossip has caused all this damage, all this harm. And guess what? You were innocent. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Why do people do this? You know what they're doing? It's like you were the blame, okay? You were the blame. And everybody blaming you for this and you for that. And you were innocent to begin with. And now they're sitting there because they're getting exposed. They can't put the blame on you anymore. It's like now they're all pointing fingers at each other. And that's how they're getting, that's how the truth is coming to light. Well, it starts with two feminines talking to each other. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forthing. And then that one person who they're talking to tells another person, and so on and so on. So it snowballed.
One person tells another person, that person tells somebody else, and that person told somebody else. I didn't know nothing about it till about a year or two later.
They have a disagreement or they have a fight, and now that person rats out the one who originally was turning people against you. And now they're all pointing the finger at each other. Well, I heard it. It's all gossip. Well, I heard it from so-and-so. Well, I heard it from so-and-so. Well, I heard it from this one. Well, I heard it from so-and-so. Well, I heard it from so-and-so. Well, I heard it from this one. Well, I heard it from that one. The truth is all coming out about this.
Like, they really are chosen. They really are. There's something about you being different. Like, no matter how bad this person wants you to be a fraud, it's kind of giving like, this is the energy that I'm reading off of the cards. It's like no matter how bad they want you to be a fraud, it's giving this person is the real deal. Like, they are the real deal. Or no matter how bad, it's crazy. The Nine of Wands is here. It's like somebody, the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Wands, it's like somebody that considers themselves being up against you. But if you look here in this Nine of Wands, this person is standing strong. So it's kind of like y'all in this war. That's what I'm picking up on. Like, there's this war, or they think that there's this war, or they started some type of war, because I'm hearing don't start no shit, it won't be no shit. And this is them. Look at the sun. Look at the angels. This is them having to get carried. They're fucked up. They're getting fucked up. It's like, you see all those angels? It's like they really are divinely protected. They really are chosen by the Most High. This is what I'm picking up on. And this nine of Wands, in this Nine of Wands is giving me this war. It's like, look at you, and look at them. Look at you and look at them. Like, it's kind of like you're the only person that's wounded out here. And this is why you're the only person that's wounded. Because this person really is a prophet. They really are a messenger. They really are a shaman. The sun energy is here. That's what I'm picking up on.
I warned you, but you laughed. So go ahead and laugh. Laugh yourself all the way to your grave. Laugh at your funeral. Lay in the casket and laugh.
Or it's like, look at you, and look at them. Look at you and look at them. Like, it's kind of like you're the only person that's wounded out here. And this is why you're the only person that's wounded. Because this person really is a prophet. They really are a messenger. They really are a shaman. The sun energy is here.
It's only history repeating itself. 2,000 years ago when I was here, they killed me. And they tried to do it again this time. Stupid ass fools.
Who they say they are, or whatever they're doing, it's authentic. It's not a front. It's not fake. Like, you should just stop while you got legs. That's what I'm hearing. Like, stop while you got breath in your body. Stop while you got your mind still, or they should have. I don't know. That's at least what I'm hearing. The Four of Pentacles is here. See how pissed off they are? Like, look at their face. Because they're always trying to, like, come up with this idea. Like, and they're really pissed off. Because they can't. All right, let me see. Let me get this energy. Show me the Four of Pentacles, please. The Magician. They can't even. Yeah, I feel like they spent a lot of money on some type of magic. Maybe even to affect your foundation. I feel like they have done a lot.
They've done an awful lot.
The Nine of Pentacles is here.
They've poisoned me twice.
And it's like they can't affect.
Took me a long time to get over each poisoning.
This person has been trying to bring you some type of tower. They could have been trying to bring you some type of tower financially. And the only person who's getting fucked up is them. See the storm going on here, the divine energy. And you see the storm here. This is the only person that's getting fucked up. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. There's something about you having the ability to pull from the source, or manifest from the source, or how powerful you are. All right, so they want me to look up. There's something about your energy here. Because I noticed that in the Magician, which I got to cover it, there's a lightning bolt. Right next to it, the Four of Pentacles, there's lightning in the background. In the Tower, right next to it, there's lightning here. Mind you, we got these angels here breaking out of the clouds, right? So what I seen was, so it's something about bridging the gap. So lightning is often associated with the gods like Zeus in Greek mythology, or Thor in Norse lore. But it represents a higher power breaking through the mundane world to signal that events are guided by a sacred force. Listen to me. It says, I see lightning has a dual nature. While it can splinter trees, it also fixes nitrogen into the soil, paving the way for new vegetation. Spiritually, this signifies that difficult changes or clearing out periods are necessary for new growth to take root. right, so there's something about you being tapped into a higher conscious. There's something about you like a higher force. Oh, this is why they fucked up. I'm being honest. This is why they getting fucked up in this war that they tried to start with you, and why you standing 10 toes, because you're backed by this higher force. Like this is what I'm picking up on. You back, and look at the angels coming out the sky. Like it's like every time they either go to do something like this person is heavily protected. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm picking up, they are not alone. And it's crazy because they said, also what I've seen, and there was something about lightning and making way for vegetation. So, I'm picking up this energy of this person being very chosen. Like, this is somebody, if there was a food shortage or something like this person would be heavily protected. Like, they gonna eat. This person ain't gonna starve. Like, this is how protected this person are. They're gonna eat. They gonna eat. This person ain't gonna starve. Like, this is how protected this person are. They're gonna eat. So it has said lightning has a dual nature. While it can splinter trees, it says it also fixes nitrogen in soil, paving the way for new vegetation. All right, give me 1 second, family, because they want me to do a little bit more. All right. An uncanny and often effortless ability to perceive the core of a complex issue and find a clear path forward. Like, you always find a clear path forward out of a situation, especially in moments of chaos, no matter what chaos is somebody tries to create around you. A fearless and innovative creativity that is not constrained by tradition, precedent, or the fear of failure. The capacity for profound personal reinvention and unusual resilience in the face of sudden, unexpected life changes. There is something about your strength, about your resilience, about your power, your connection to the divine. And we're going to get into this. Summon power, your connection to the divine. And we're going to get into this. You have the ability to, I'm going to be honest with you, summon God, summon gods. Now, we know the Most High God, but summon destruction, call forth an army, call forth angels to war on your behalf, to call on a higher power. And I'm picking up to bring down destruction on the heads of your enemy. This is the power that you hold. You have this inner power, this influence, this influence over the 3D, if you will. And do you see this protection? If you look like this person, there's something about your path, your journey. The tribe of Judah is significant. There's something about your path and your journey and the protection. I'm literally getting like the chills. Like, it's like doing something to me. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You don't have to be. There's something about your path and the protection that you have. So you have like a special calling, a special path. Reconnected, you reconnected. The Seven of Pentacles is here. On this card, so what I'm noticing on this Seven of Pentacles is, I read intuitively. I don't read like other readers. I read intuitively. This card says Bill of Human Rights, right? It says human rights. There's something about you that's unhuman, that causes you to, you get quick results when you call upon archangels, when you call upon the Most High. You get quick results because of who you are. And this is the Ace of Swords. It's the truth. It's, help me to channel this energy. It's like you're chosen by God. So in higher forces, like you are the chosen one. You were the one that was chosen. You were chosen for something. There's something about you that is I really can't even put it into words. And something that I can't really put into words about your position, about who you are. But you are the one and not the fucking two. You came to fight. I told you, you summon, you bring forth these angels, these war angels, these higher powers, and they come and they back you. So when a person is, you may look like you're alone in the physical, but in the spiritual, you 10,000 strong. So when a person is, you may look like you're alone in the physical, you 10,000 strong, 20,000 deep. And in the spiritual is more powerful than the physical in the way that the spiritual influences the physical. So when you call upon these archangels and you call upon the Most High, they have the ability to influence the lives of other people. They don't even want to imagine it. Something, I don't even want to get into it. But they should find them something safe to do instead of trying to play with you.
Well, I try to tell people, if you mess with me, something terrible is going to happen to you. But they just pay no attention to me.
Y'all think I be out here just talking because I got lips. Y'all think I just be talking because I got lips. They should truly find them something safe to do. They should truly find them something safe to do instead of play with you. The power of the force that stands behind you has the ability to affect matters within the world. The power of the force that stands behind you has the ability to affect matters within the world. Has the ability to bring judgment within the world. Has the ability to take people out this world. I'm just going to be honest. And what I'm picking up on is another thing. You are here to awaken people. You don't want to fuck with this person. You really don't. Show me the world card, please. The Five of Swords. What I say? You don't want to fuck with this person. You fuck around. They have the ability to influence things. So you trying to plot or harm this person, before you know it, your ass get mauled by a lion. You get ate by a dog. You find yourself, somebody done seen what you did, and you go to fuck to jail. These higher forces are very present in this person's life. Like, this is just something I'm just telling y'all was real. They're very present in this person's life. So it's like people coming for you that think you're this everyday human, and they have to sadly fuck around and find out, the Five of Swords again, that you are not the one or the two to play with. Do you see all these dead motherfucking... Look, you see all they swords, you see they knives, you see they army shit. Hold on, let me show y'all. Because you are not the fucking one to play with. There's something about the way you come in the spiritual. When it's about you, they come for blood. Just gonna tell you what's real. When it come to you, they come for blood. I'm here and get it back in blood. So when something's done to you, they come in and the devil, they gonna get it back in blood. They gonna get it back in blood.
Someone says it's right.
Before I say a word, let me remind you, I'm not built from convenience. I'm built from calling. I'm built from storms I didn't schedule and blessings I didn't bargain for. I'm built from women who prayed with cracked voices and still hit heaven like a drum. I'm built from men who worked with tired hands and still held their families like scripture. So respectfully, I'm built different. And some folks only understand boundaries when they finally collide with one. I don't match energy, I set the temperature. I walk in the room and the atmosphere checks itself. I speak soft and the noise remembers its place. I move slow and time stops acting brand new. I don't clap back, I call back my peace. I don't raise hell, I raise standards. And that alone will make the unhealed start sweating under their own intentions. Because when you're built from prayer pressure and a little bit of southern steel, your silence becomes a sermon. And your stillness becomes a warning. I don't need to prove I'm chosen. I just walk like someone heaven refuses to lose. Respectfully, I'm built different. Not louder, not meaner. Just rooted, just covered, just chosen, just grown. Respectfully, I'm not here to prove nothing. I'm here to protect everything God placed in my hands. I used to explain myself to people who couldn't even hear God whisper my name. I used to overgive to folks who couldn't even hold what I handed them. I used to shrink so small, I could have slipped under a closed door and nobody would have noticed. But now, I let my boundaries speak fluent truth. Now I let my distance do the heavy lifting. Now I let my peace be the loudest thing in the room. If you feel a shift, it's because I stopped carrying what wasn't mine. If you feel distance, it's because I stopped bending to fit your comfort. If you feel heated, it's because I stopped dimming my fire to warm people who never intended to stay. Respectfully, I'm not the one, but I am the one God keeps covered. And that's why I glow like I do. That's why I walk like I do. That's why I don't flinch when the storm starts raising its voice. I don't need applause, I don't need permission, I don't need validation from voices that don't speak my language. My worth is fluent in heaven, my boundaries are bilingual in grace and grit. My spirit is a southern woman's inheritance, strong, sweet, steady, sanctified, and stitched together with the kind of love that don't break under pressure. I'm not built from ego, I'm built from endurance. I'm built from every no that saved me and every yes that grew me. I don't chase, I don't beg, I don't bargain with my peace. I don't fold, I don't flinch, I don't fear what I've already survived. I don't raise hell, I raise standards. And if that feels like a problem, then baby, that boundary was meant for you. I don't clap back, I call back my peace. I don't match energy, I set the temperature. And if the room gets too warm for you, step out. I'm not cooling off no more. Respectfully, I'm built different. I don't break easy, I don't bend wrong, I don't bow to chaos, I don't beg for peace. I become it respectfully. I'm not raising hell, I'm raising standards. And if you feel the shift, that's your sign to move. Respectfully, I'm built different, and I stand on it barefoot, unbothered, and blessed. was fighting spirits that wore their faces. I was battling demons that whispered through their mouths. I was wrestling with darkness that thought it knew my name. But what the enemy forgot is this: I don't fight alone. I don't walk alone.
I don't walk alone. I don't read alone.
I don't rise alone.
I don't rise
I
alone.
am backed by God.
I'm backed by God with all power in his hand.
They saw me wounded and thought I was weak. They saw me quiet and thought I was defeated. They saw me surrounded and thought I was done, but they didn't know that heaven was surrounding me. They didn't know angels were standing where I couldn't stand. They didn't know God was fighting battles I didn't even know existed. They didn't know the warfare on my life was proof for the calling on my life. They didn't know the attack was confirmation, not condemnation. They didn't know the pressure was prophecy. They didn't know the storm was strategy. They didn't know the fire was refining me, not destroying me. They didn't know the pit was positioning me. They didn't know the valley was training me. They didn't know the darkness was teaching me how to see in the spirit. They didn't know the enemy wasn't after my life, he was after my destiny. But he should have known better, because every time he swung, God blocked it. Every time he plotted, God reversed it. Every time he whispered, God drowned it out. Every time he tried it, God shut it down. Every time he pushed, God pulled me forward. Every time he attacked, God anointed. Every time he lied, God revealed. Every time he tried to bury me, God resurrected me. And then God turned the tables, not gently, not quietly, not politely. He flipped them with force, he flipped them with fire, he flipped them with finality. He flipped them so violently that everything the enemy built against me collapsed under the weight of God's glory. He flipped them so suddenly that what was chasing me started running from me. He flipped them so completely that the weapons formed couldn't even recognize the target anymore. He flipped them so thoroughly that the curses sent toward me ricochet back to sender. He flipped them so powerfully that the demons assigned to me requested reassignment. He flipped them so publicly that the same people who doubted had to watch the deliverance. He flipped them so spiritually that the atmosphere around my life shifted permanently. And then God set a table, not a peaceful table, but a warfare table. A table built in the presence of my enemies, not the absence of them. A table where victory sat on one side and vengeance sat on the other. A table where angels stood guard and oil dripped from the edges. A table where my name was written in heaven's handwriting. A table where every seat was assigned by God and every uninvited spirit was cast out by force. A table where the enemy had to watch me eat what he tried to steal. A table where the devil had to witness the blessing he couldn't block. A table where every attack became an appetizer and every breakthrough became the main course. A table where God said, this is what happens when you touch what's chosen. And I realized I didn't survive because I'm strong. I survived because God is sovereign. I didn't win because I'm perfect. I won because God is powerful. I didn't rise because I'm worthy. I rose because God is undefeated. So if you ever doubt his power, his reach, his authority, his warfare, his glory, look at me. Look at the battles I didn't fight but still won. Look at the traps I didn't see but still escaped. Look at the storms I didn't calm but still survived. Look at the demons that came for me but couldn't keep me. Look at the tables he turned so violently the enemy had to flee. Look at the story he rewrote while hell was celebrating too early. Look at the destiny he protected even when I didn't know I was in danger. Look at the warrior he built from the ruins they left me in. Never underestimate the God who commands angels, silences demons, breaks chains, flips tables, and fights for his chosen. Never underestimate the God who turns warfare into worship, pressure into power, and attacks into anointing. Never underestimate the God who steps into the battlefield and says, this one is mine. If you ever doubt his power, look at me. I'm the evidence. I'm the weapon he formed. I'm the table he turned. And the enemy will never forget it. There was a time I used to rehearse my comebacks. Craft whole speeches in my head. Plot the perfect moment to let somebody know they had me messed up. But elevation changed my appetite. Healing changed my reflexes, and God changed my posture. Now, I don't crave revenge, I crave peace, I crave purpose. I crave the kind of growth that makes my old triggers look small from where I'm standing. I'm too blessed for revenge, too covered to clap back, too elevated to ever step down. See, revenge is a reaction, blessing is a lifestyle. Revenge is temporary, elevation is permanent. Revenge says, I need you to see me. Blessing says, I'm already seen. I used to think silence meant weakness, but silence is strength when you know God is handling what you outgrew. I don't argue with people who lost access. I don't chase closure from folks who never deserve my honesty. I don't match energy, I protect mine. Because when you've healed for real, pettiness feels like poverty. And I refuse to go broke trying to prove a point. I'm too blessed for revenge, too grown for chaos, too healed for back and forth, too elevated to ever double back. My peace is my currency, my purpose is my protection. My blessings are my clap back. I don't need to get even. God already balanced the scales. I don't need to expose anybody. Truth has a way of walking out with his shoes on, head high, receipts in hand. I don't need to retaliate. My blessings speak louder than any argument I could win. Elevation taught me discipline, healing taught me restraint, favor taught me patience, and God taught me that revenge is just a distraction dressed like a solution. I'm not in the business of proving myself, I'm in the business of becoming myself. I'm not pressed, I'm not bothered, I'm not moved. I'm too busy becoming the woman I prayed I'd grow into. And she don't break character, she don't fold under pressure, she don't retaliate, she rises, she walks away with dignity, she chooses peace over pettiness, she lets God handle what her heart has outgrown. Because revenge is beneath her, and blessings sit right where she belongs, up high. I've learned that sometimes God removes people before you get the chance to confront them. Not because you're weak, but because he's protecting your future from a fight that doesn't deserve your presence. I've learned that every loss wasn't a loss. Some were exits, some were lessons, some were divine redirections wrapped in disappointment. I've learned that when you stop chasing revenge, you start attracting restoration. When you stop trying to prove a point, God proves one for you. I've learned that peace is a luxury only healed people can afford. And baby, I paid the price in tears, in silence, in surrender, in growth. Now I walk in rooms with a glow that revenge could never give me. A glow that says I survived what was meant to break me, and I didn't lose myself doing it. So no, I don't want revenge, I want alignment, I want alive, I want purpose, I want joy that doesn't shake when people switch up. I want blessings that make my past look like a stepping stone instead of a scar, and anything that threatens that, it removes itself, because I'm too blessed, way too blessed for revenge.
I think you might ought to handle me like a blessing. 65 years I've been treated like a nobody. It's time for that to change. Then I tried to be a friend. But I ain't taking your mess no more. Keep on, I'll call death on you. I suggest you handle me like a blessing.
Handle me like a blessing. 'Cause that's exactly what I am. Not fragile, sacred. not breakable, anointed. Not something you tiptoe around out of fear, but something you move toward with reverence, with intention, with a spirit that knows the difference between a woman and a wonder. See, I'm not the kind of soul you stumble into. I'm the kind you prepare for. You wash your hands before you touch me. You clear your mind before you speak to me. You check your heart before you step into my space. Because blessings don't just show up, they arrive with purpose. And they require purpose in return. I've lived enough life to know my worth is not up for debate. I've cried enough tears to know my softness is not a weakness. I've healed enough wounds to know my boundaries are not barriers. They're protection, they're prayer, they're proof that I learned the first time what mishandling costs. And let me be clear, if you mishandle me, you lose access to me. Not out of spite, not out of ego, but out of alignment. Because God didn't bring me through fire just to let me be held by hands that don't know heat. God didn't rebuild me just to let me be touched by someone who still plays with broken things. I am not returning to anything that didn't honor me the first time. I don't revisit disrespect, I don't recycle pain, I don't repeat lessons I already mastered. I am not replaceable, I am not repeatable, I am not reversible. Once you lose me, you lose me. And I don't care how much you remember me later, I'm not coming back to be remembered again. Handle me like a blessing, 'cause blessings don't beg to be believed in. Blessings don't shrink to fit your comfort. Blessings don't stay where they mishandled. I don't break easy, I just don't bend for foolishness. I don't fall apart, I just fall back. I don't chase, I choose, and I choose peace over potential. I choose truth over tension. I choose myself over anything that asks me to forget who I am. My spirit is expensive, not in price, but in purpose. And if you can't honor that, I'll step back into my quiet, into my softness, into my God-given glow. And let the universe send me someone who knows how to hold something holy. Because I am holy, I am rare, I am the kind of woman you testify about. Not the kind you gamble with. I am the kind of woman you grow with. Not the kind you outgrow. I am the kind of woman you pray for. Not the kind you play with. So handle me like a blessing, with care, with clarity, with consistency, with the kind of love that doesn't tremble, but still knows how to be gentle. Handle me like a blessing, 'cause that's exactly what I am. And I'm done explaining why. Before I say anything, let me make one thing clear. I don't raise my voice to prove my point. I raise my standard. And the ones who are never meant to stay get real uncomfortable when you stop shrinking. I don't bark to be heard. I just stand where God told me to stand. And suddenly everybody remember who they dealing with. See, I used to think boundaries were walls. Now I know they're windows. letting God's light in, and letting foolishness out. I used to let people tug on my spirit like it was loose thread. But baby, I'm stitched by heaven now. Ain't nobody unraveling me. My peace ain't passive, my peace ain't timid. My peace got a backbone and a birthright. It stands tall even when my voice shakes. It stands firm even when my heart tender. It stands holy even when the world messy. I stand on that, on the God in me, on the grown in me, on the healed in me, on the I ain't shrinking no more in me. I stand on that, and if the room shake, let it shake. I'm planning. Respectfully, I don't argue with nobody who benefits from my silence. I don't explain myself to folks who already made up their mind about me. I don't chase clarity from people who run from accountability. I don't match energy, I set the temperature. I don't clap back, I call back my peace. I don't raise hell, I raise standard. And if you feel the shift, that's alignment, not attitude. That's me choosing myself without apologizing for the choice. I used to let people access me like I was free Wi-Fi. Now, you need a password called respect and a login called consistency. I learned the sacred art of letting go without letting bitterness in, or walking away without walking wounded, of saying no without explaining why my yes is no longer available. Cause when a woman finally honors her own worth, the whole world gotta adjust. And if they don't, that's their lesson. Not my burden. Let me testify. I've been the strong one, the soft one, the forgiving one, the I'll carry it one, the I'll fix it one, the I'll stay longer than I should've one. But now I'm the aligned one, the protected one, the covered one. The God told me to move, so I move one. The I don't need permission to honor myself one. And baby, that version of me don't fold. I stand on that, on the truth that kept me, on the lessons that raised me, on the boundaries that blessed me. I stand on that, and I don't shake, not when they question me, not when they test me, not when they try me. I stand because I'm sent. Let me tell you something tender. Boundaries ain't punishment. Their protection, their prayer, their prophecy. Every time I say no, I'm saying yes to the woman I'm becoming. Every time I step back, I'm stepping deeper into my purpose. Every time I choose peace, I'm choosing God's voice over my wounds. So hear me clearly. Hey, this ain't anger, this ain't ego. This is alignment, this is grown, this is holy. And if you ever wonder where I'm at, I'm right where God told me to be. Unbothered, unshakable. And baby, I stand on that.
Stand on that.
I stand on that.
I stand on that.